The one-page marketing plan by Allan Dib provides a 9-step marketing plan for getting the most out of your marketing efforts as a small to medium-sized business. The first 3 points are the before phase, or before a prospect has expressed interest in your business. Points 4 to 6 are the during phase, where a prospect is interested but hasn't bought anything. And finally, points 7 through 9 are the after phase, or after they've bought from you. The goal of the process is to really establish a strategy that reliably drives leads that converts into customers, and to avoid what Dib describes as random acts of marketing. So let's start with point number 1, which is selecting your target market. First of all, that is not everyone, especially when you are only a small to medium sized business. As a small to medium sized business, you need to be very specific about who you are trying to reach if you are trying to compete with large corporations. You don't have the luxury of running expensive media campaigns that can reach everyone. You need to identify a very specific type of person whose problems you can solve. What is that person's goals? What do they like? What is their top daily frustrations? You need to know all this to message effectively. Once you have a strong understanding of who your target market is, you can move on to point number 2, crafting your message. Many small businesses try to stay in general in their messaging, and it comes from an understandable place. They want to have a broader appeal. The problem is, if you are not focusing your message on solving a specific problem for a specific customer, you are at risk of having your message glossed over or completely disregarded. If it is not direct, easy to understand, relatable, and have a clear call to action, you're going to get drowned out with all the other noise. So now that we have decided a message, we will now move on to point number 3, reaching prospects with advertising media. We've determined the people we want to reach and the message we want to give them. Now we need to find where these people are and how are we going to reach them. The decision for which media platform will be used should be influenced by where your target market is paying attention. If you are selling a business software, LinkedIn would probably make sense. If you are selling a camera, maybe Instagram or Snapchat would be a good choice. Equally as important as finding these customers is knowing how much money it costs to do so. This is your customer acquisition cost. You will then compare this number to the additional revenue you make from each sale, as well as the revenue you expect to make from this customer in the future. This is your customer lifetime value. It is really worth taking the time to understand these two numbers, even if there are a number of touch points through your sales cycle. This will ensure you only pay money for campaigns you know are delivering maximum value. So let's assume your target market saw your message through the media you chose, followed the call to action, and was ready to let you know they're interested. The next step is to move on to point number 4, capturing leads. The vast majority of customers are not ready to buy the first time they hear about your business. You need to get them interested in what you do by providing relevant value in the form of things like blog posts, newsletters, free reports, and video courses in exchange for their information. Ideally, both contact information and relevant sales information. The goal is to not close the sale then and there, but to deliver some type of initial value and establish a way to keep in touch in the future. The next point, number 5, is nurturing leads. This is done by building upon the things we did to get their information in the first place, provide content that is highly relevant, helpful, and free. It helps to establish an automatic schedule for this process to ensure it's repeatable. This can be done on a timely basis, daily, weekly, monthly, or driven by events. For example, a prospect downloads a free report from you on last quarter's real estate activity. This automatically enrolls them in a 4-video educational course emailed over the next month on what to look for when purchasing a commercial property. Once you have established enough trust with your prospect, you move on to point number 6, the sales conversion. 2 essential things to consider are pricing and number of offerings. Your price should convey the position you want to hold in the market and speak to the quality of your product or service. A tried and true strategy is to have a standard offering and a premium offering priced around 50% higher. That offers about double the value. In addition, having an ultra high ticket offering that is unlimited or offers lifetime access can serve one or more purposes. It can make up a significant portion of your revenue even if you only sell a few, and 2, it makes your other offerings look comparatively cheaper. So once a sale is converted, we move on to point number 7, delivering a world-class customer experience. This is the start of the after phase, where the goal is to maintain existing customers. increasing their average transaction value, and generate consistent referrals. As a business owner, you need to ensure that your customers see value in your products or service. Business today is fast moving and hyper competitive. As ridiculous as it might sound to say running shoes are a scam because you never ended up running, this line of thinking is much easier to imagine in a business-to-business software setting. You need to take responsibility for delivering consistent results for your clients, and in order to do that, you need to build systems. Building systems also makes your business seem more attractive to potential buyers if that's a route you may potentially want to take. If you or someone else is completely indispensable, you will be lowering the value of your business because the system is not repeatable or reliable. It depends on the presence of one or a few individuals. Building systems is really just as simple as identifying all the roles in your business, defining what tasks each role performs, and creating checklists for completing those tasks. It's a long and tedious process, and it's easy to put off, but taking the time to write it out, these specific systems will pay off in the long run. Point number 8 is about increasing customer lifetime value, and there is 5 major ways the author suggests to do this. The first is by raising your prices. The second, you can upsell or sell additional products to existing customers. Third is, you can upgrade existing customers to a premium package. Fourth is, you can increase the frequency of when your customers buy from you with strategies like expiration dated coupons or subscription services. And fifth, you can activate all customers by reaching out to understand why they stopped buying from you and respond genuinely about what you've done to improve in those areas. In addition to these strategies, 3 metrics to focus on have disproportionately effect on your bottom line are leads, conversion rate, and average transaction value. If you can increase these 3 numbers, you're virtually guaranteed to see growth in your business. The 9th and final point is orchestrating and stimulating referrals. People make referrals because they want to help their friends and they want to look and feel good. They don't do it to help business owners. And that being the case, you need to ask for referrals in a way that allows your customers to do just that. A simple way might be to give your most satisfied customers a free trial code or a 20% off coupon and ask them to share with any friends or colleagues they would benefit from your solutions. It is also worth thinking who else serves your customers, determining if there is a cross-promotion opportunity. An accounting firm might be a good source of leads for a law firm, or a teeth whitening company might have similar customers to a tanning salon. Find what businesses complement your business. That's it for this summary of the one-page marketing plan by Allan Dib. I hope you enjoyed.